Shalom, y'all. Shalom, shalom. I got something to tell y'all, yo. I got something to tell y'all. You would not believe what I'm about to tell y'all. I had my whole world shook up last night. So, hold on, let this train go by. So, my actual father that gave birth, not birth to me, but, donated to me. Last night, I talked to his sister. I haven't seen that lady, my Aunt Deidre. I haven't seen her since I was 6 years old. That's how long it's been. I'm 44 years old now, y'all. That's how long it's been. And she told me my dad died last year of throat cancer, May 22nd last year. So I just missed him, right? And the crazy thing is, y'all, she said she was looking for us, but she called my mom a transformer. She said because my mom had all these last names. She was like, Valerie used all these last names, so she said I couldn't find you. Find y'all. She said we were looking. She said we did not stop. They've been searching for us since I was 6 years old. Since 19, I think it was 85 or something like that. I don't know, one of those years. But so I told her where we moved to. I said, well, we moved down the bottom on 36 and Mellon. So she said, don't tell me that. And I'm like, why? She said, what year? So I told her the years, and she said, oh my God. She said, I lived around the corner on 38th and Hafford the whole time. So I'm like, wow, hold on, y'all, I'm gonna turn the thing. Or move it or whatever. Do something. Oh, I'm gonna keep talking. So, she's like, I can't believe this. So I said, and the bad part is, I said, you probably saw me so many times because I used to be around there a lot. And she was like, really? I said, yeah. I said, do you remember a guy's car getting blown up in front of his door? He was like looking out the window. She said, yeah. She said, because I ran to the door because it was loud. I said, the guy that was getting in that green truck? She was like, oh, yeah, that pretty truck. I said, yeah, that was me. She said, get that. I said, yep. So, I didn't want to bring up stuff like that, but I said, well, that's something because I was right there. She said, she said, I remember that. She said, because when it exploded, it was, she said it shook her house. So she said they made her run outside. And she was like, what the hell? She said she saw me get in the truck. She was like, she gave the cops a description of it. I said, oh, wow. But I had lived in the Northeast, so the situation was this. At that time, I was in the streets doing what I was doing. And a young bull came up in my area. I knew him. And I told him, don't come back up there, because somebody brought him up there. And also, he was saying whatever he had, he got it from me, and it wasn't mine or whatever, So, instead of me hurting him, that way, I took his car from him. And when I did what I did, I stood there while his car was burning and let him see me, let him know that it was me that did it. And I got calls from the guys in the neighborhood like, yo, Rich come around here asking me for a gun, and he told me he gonna shoot you, you blew up his car and everything. And I was like, well, that's you open up a can of worms, you do that, You come at me like that, then it's gonna be something else. But that's the past, y'all. We're gonna leave that alone. So yeah, man, that was crazy. So I'm talking to my sisters about it this morning, my twin sisters. And my sisters, they are who they are, So like, okay, well, you found your dad. Like, that's your father too. And I asked them. I said, why? What happened? He did something to my mom that my mom just did not want them to know where. She just cut them all off. And I remember they used to come to the house all the time. And it's funny because she was like praising my mom. She said, your mom was so sweet. She said, I don't know what she said he had to do something really bad to her, because he said Valerie was like the nicest person in the world. She was like, that woman would give you her arm if she could, And I'm the same way. I'll give you, if you ask me for help, I will give it to you. I don't care if this is my last. I don't care. I'll give it to you. And she was just saying, like, she said, I wonder what, she was like, the only thing I remember, he said that he hit me. hit her before. And he was saying that he made a big mistake. You know, he was like, I hit Val or whatever like that. So maybe that's what it is, because I know my mom didn't play men putting their hands on her. My mom didn't play that. But my mom didn't really deal with nobody after, you know, that. My mom stayed to herself. So, I don't know, y'all. But I just wanted to tell y'all that one, because that one was like, what? I was kind of, my brain was kind of on another, I was gone. I didn't know what to think, y'all. I was gone. I'm like, wow. You know, and it's funny because my son found her. Well, they found my son Jabari. That's my third son. They found him, and it's funny, right? They found him through Ancestry.com, right? I have an Ancestry.com, and they found my son before they found me. So, but he did that DNA thing, and I jumped on him about, you know, giving people his saliva. And she said that's how they found him, because it popped up that he might be related to him. And my thing is this: if he gave you saliva, then our DNA should match. Ain't no Mike. But so they contacted him and asked him, you know, is his dad named blah blah blah, and he told them like, yeah, I got 2 twin sisters, 2 twin aunts, and da 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 da. And she was like, oh, I think that's them or whatever. And they contacted him in August, and she said they would go every day and look and see if he responded back, because he's supposed to have told me, but he forgot. So he had just told me. So I talked to him and everything, and you know, it was crazy, because I didn't know a lot of stuff. I didn't know a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot. It was a lot. So, you know, yeah. Well, y'all, I just wanted to give y'all the info. That was kind of shocking. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I really just wanted to talk to him one time. I haven't seen the man since I was 6 years old. So, you know, I had questions and stuff, and it's like, dang, can't answer him nothing now. You know? He out of there. But let me know what y'all think about that, y'all. Imagine running into your parents that you haven't seen, well, family you haven't seen since you were 6 years old, and you missed your father by some months, not even a year yet. Imagine that. All right, y'all. Shalom.